Currently infected Commissioner Gordon is working with the Batman Who Laughs, who at this time is targeting Batman and Superman next on his list for a reason that we'll talk about in a little bit. And so now, as far as this Shazam that Batman and Superman are facing, who I'm like 99% sure that this is the Shazam from this universe, and I kind of feel like I need to clear that up before we go any further. And my main reasoning is because of so much that we follow with the Batman Who Laughs throughout Dark Knight's Metal and on our Batman Who Laughs playlist, where we talk about all that Batman has done throughout Immortal Men, throughout his miniseries, throughout Justice League, and the Year of the Villain, and throughout all of that, it isn't up until now where he started to use this Batarang form of delivery. And so fast forward to now within Batman Superman, where we find Billy Batson within the Batman Who Laughs Batcave, he lets them know that the Batman Who Laughs took his family and hit him with a Batarang, to which once again this whole Batarang delivery is something new. And as far as lining this up with what's happening in Shazam's series right now, that's something we won't be able to do till later on, much like how we had to wait towards the conclusion of the Batman Who Laughs miniseries to figure out exactly where that's set in the timeline. But in addition to this, we also get leads to this notion with the Shazam Who Laughs telling Superman that the Batman Who Laughs wants to free them all, and as soon as he hits them with this Batarang, then Superman will understand and see his side. But I also gotta say that I like that even though this is separate from the other superheroes, with the Justice League having its different factions, but it is noted that this battle with the Shazam Who Laughs, which is noticed by Justice League Dark, that is causing a new disturbance within magic, which for the record, Batman hates magic, which is why at this time he went back to the Batman Who Laughs Batcave to find something he knew that the Batman Who Laughs would have to have, which would put him back in the fight. But at this point, when Superman is about to burn off the face of the Shazam Who Laughs, he just says Shazam and turns back into Billy Batson, which was a pretty risky move because clearly this kid hasn't played or read Injustice. Because that was the first thing that I thought about when this happened. Because if you think about it, a majority of these fights that we see Superman in, he is always holding back to some degree. In this situation versus the Shazam Who Laughs, it is no exception because we've seen Superman versus Shazam, with a Superman who didn't hold back, who wasn't trying to save him. And though we know our Earth Zero Superman is not that guy, my personal advice is just like, don't give him the chance, because that's the first thing I thought of when I seen this. But as it turns out, he just uses this as a trick to distract Superman, and he turns right back into the Shazam Who Laughs, which is a plan he uses to gain back the upper hand. But it's also here where we get back to the Batarang, of which he once again tells Superman that this is the Batman Who Laughs plan to save us all, and that Superman will understand once he's seen the truth. And so now these Batarangs are once again like what we've seen in the first issue, when Batman and Superman found the casting for the molds back in the Batman Who Laughs Batcave, moments just before they were attacked by the Shazam Who Laughs, of which for these there are 6 total, and likely targeted at the main members of the Justice League, to where after Shazam, Superman is next on the list. And you can tell within this fight that Superman is more of a priority, and mainly because right out the gate, Shazam tells Batman that he's a joke, like he's a dude just in a Halloween costume, like the Shazam Who Laughs was roasting him like for real. But I would have to say that that's not the reason that the Batman Who Laughs sent the Shazam Who Laughs after Superman, but rather I would say that Superman is a priority here, and mainly because the Batman Who Laughs has already tried to infect Earth Zero Bruce Wayne prior to using the Batarangs, to which, as we saw in the Batman Who Laughs miniseries, it didn't work out. Which doesn't necessarily mean that the Batman Who Laughs is gonna quit, but at the same time, to directly go for Bruce Wayne, it would be a bit redundant. But just before Superman gets stabbed, Batman comes through with the Batman Who Laughs Batwing, crashing into Shazam while hurtling from the cockpit so he could stab Shazam with an nth metal Batarang, which immediately gets him struck by lightning. And in this moment, it forces Superman to decide whether he's going to save Bruce or go after the Shazam Who Laughs. And I'll make an argument that a Superman who would have been a bit more savage could have done both, but that just wasn't the case here, as we find Batman in the Fortress of Solitude located in the Bermuda Triangle. And the thing is, like, when he wakes up, he immediately realizes, okay, there's not a Shazam locked up in one of these who's been captured and sedated. But upon waking up, he immediately breaks himself out of there shortly before Superman arrives to give him the full update on what happened. But when Superman gets back, I just love this moment, like this argument between the two of them, with Superman confessing that he held back, because regardless of how you look at it, Shazam is a kid, and Batman who just gives him this desperate times call for desperate measures speech, which those words kind of lean towards like, I ain't gonna tell you what you should have did, but letting him go wasn't an option. And when Superman cuts that off, like, okay, he beat us both, don't give me the lecture, and Batman stops and they just stare at each other for a second. And it's like, you know, Batman with no utility belt, he ain't finna swing. But I love this moment because it's one of those moments where you see how close they are and that they really understand each other. Because after taking this L together, the conversation shifts back to business. So it's like, okay, our only lead got away, but what do we do from here? But from here, Superman shows knows Batman, his analysis of the Batarang that was made for Superman that Shazam was trying to stab him with, which is another thing that emphasizes the point of what I was saying earlier about Shazam only bringing a Batarang for Superman. And of course, the Shazam Batarang is the one that Batman had taken to get rid of Shazam. And I really feel like this is one of the clues, in addition to what they discovered in the Batman Who Laughs Batcave, that not only shows them what the Batman Who Laughs is trying to do, which is make the heroes more like him, with Batarangs modeled specifically towards each hero, but it also gave them a hint towards his more immediate plans. Because with the Batman Who Laughs getting to Shazam without anyone knowing, that was really just his first step towards getting Shazam to come after Superman. And with the Batman Who Laughs wanting to get Superman, it was pretty obvious that from there he would want Superman to come break him out. And with Batman and Superman more or less putting this together and using this plan to...
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They try to get her inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Stidham. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, Michel, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Got it. Danny. Hey, Alpha. 55.
Now Stidham on second down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Stidham, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And it's taken in at the 9. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Set 50, plant. Cut.
On first down, Murdoch. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
51 crunch time, defense. Yo, go. Mike 51. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Down.
They'll set up a throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. On second down, Murdoch. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now a give right side. Murdoch. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trend expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at about the 28. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
10-2 stop.
They'll run on first down. Murdoch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? When they saw...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Stidham. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Jump.
On first down, Murdoch. The tackle made by Todd Davis.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Go. 70, Indy.
On 3rd down, Murdoch. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure
that he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Yeah.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense defense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Michelle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Look at me, zipper! Bud!
Now Stidham on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? And look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping them
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down. It's yard line.
Ready up. Mike 51. We own him. Hey, box truck. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Dante Hightower able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the 2nd-round pick in 2018. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Squeeze.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
General West.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams.
That nigga pressing every time.
Of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
What's up, Pop?
I'm in the game, nigga. What's up?
I just wanted to tell you
New England with the first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense.
December?
And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they actually plan.
Damn.
Because some teams
So you got a whole 3 months.
other teams just don't care. These are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us.
But like I said,
Sometimes they throw a big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try
All
to
right.
make a big play to get themselves
stuff,
some
so
We'll see what they have up their
yeah.
sleeve.
You'll see this one.
All right. You got to go take that ride with your mama, though, huh?
Yeah.
First throw now for the backup Brady. And a dump off to White.
All right, well, look. Let me go ahead and finish this game, nigga.
A gain of 5.
Love you. Hang up for me.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Brady's throw there complete. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Wait, what in? Hey, Alabama. Let's go. Back 55, back 72. Rip right. He's checking. Crash, checking, reload.
On 2nd down and 4. Brady, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set 70, Indy. Get it.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Murdoch. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
51, Mike 51. Check. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go now. Hey, let's go. Yep. I'm on.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
That's gonna be a long day. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. 6 man. Check curl. Ready?
throw now on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it.
Trying to clean them up, okay?
All right, baby.
Take this all the way up past the 40-yard
Huh?
Did you want the mattress to go on your bed?
Mom, I'm all right.
Just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 25 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A fumble lost last week. Now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Brady now on first down. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Brady. Wide open receiver complete. The catch and run wind up netting him 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Des Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Sugar, let's go! 53. Hey, exit.
Brady now on first down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given him
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Hey, 66. Hey, orbit. All right, we got. Hey, roll 66.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Spine. No. Rush in. Alpha.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Go set. 60 Pittsburgh. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So a victory for the Miami Dolphins. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending